Hello folks, this is Mike's Toontown, and I am gonna try and start something new on this channel. I'm gonna start doing commentary videos for some of my older videos, or just my main PlushBrains videos, I guess. Now, I have a couple of reasons for doing this. One, this is the main reason, it's to clear up any sort of confusion that newcomers may have, especially with like PlushBrains story time. A lot of those videos I've mentioned have not aged well, either because of, themes and times changing. So I feel like doing commentary videos for the major PlushBrains related content will help clear up some of that blurriness of the past. I don't know about cartoon and gameplay videos, since that's kind of a different thing. Maybe the first one, just for historical purposes. This is obviously the first episode, so I don't want to jump ahead. It all depends on how this one does first. And since this is a commentary video, it's going to be improvised, so don't expect something neat. I will be pausing at times, so it's not going to be like a professional, like DVD commentary quality commentary, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, just bear with me on all of this. I'm just doing this for behind-the-scenes sake and all that. Okay, so this right here is technically the first PlushBrains video. Actually, that's actually a lie, actually. I actually had made a couple of Plush videos before this, before the name PlushBrains was even established. In fact, by the time this video was originally uploaded, PlushBrains was not actually the name of the show. I think it was just called, like, Mike's Toontown Plush Video or something. Of course, times have changed, obviously. The original upload of this video was in April of 2018. I don't remember the exact date because I eventually deleted it for a reason that I'm not going to get into here. But this re-upload is from May 15th of 2020, back when I was re-uploading all of my stuff to YouTube. So, yes, in a sense, while this is not the first Plush video I made, this was the first one to be specifically a PlushBrains one, if you will. The other videos I do not have anymore, sadly. So, like, I think one was from 2017 and one was from 2016, but they are long gone. So, unfortunately, I have no copies of those, so I'm sorry about that. But, anyways, let's jump right in. Already you can see very different looking setup here. This was back when I was in my old room, a lot smaller. Closet door was broken. You can see it's over there. And then I had a green screen up. That thing was a pain in the ass to deal with. Originally I was going to do puppet green screen videos, but that didn't really go too far. I made a couple, actually relisted one of them, Christmas of 2024, so for historical purposes. But let's jump right in now. There's not even an intro. Just jumps right in. Yeah, Bart. So Bart's voice was originally like a lot dumber. A whole lot dumber. A lot dumber. This was how Bart sounded like back then. But now he's like, obviously, he's a lot more, he's still a dimwit, but he's not a complete idiot, obviously. The original inspiration for Bart's voice was, Mario from Glove and Boots, part of that, and also character Teddy the teddy bear from Hero Core 64's Plushtopia. I've mentioned this man so many times on the channel, but I must repeat because it is important for the sake of this history of my channel. He was the one who basically was responsible for me making plush videos. He was like, because originally I saw a bunch of like Mario, like I'd always see Mario or Sonic or Five Nights at Freddy's for plush videos, but then I saw his channel and he had a bunch of random characters, so that's why I finally started. I was a little nervous at the beginning of incorporating characters as they are in their TV shows, which is why Bart is nothing like he is on The Simpsons. So if you ever wondered why I was a dumb, giant, dim-witted, cross-eyed, pizza-eating moron, that's why. I took inspiration from Hero Core 64, because a lot of his characters were technically copyrighted characters that he changed for the sake of plush videos. He took a lot of liberties with that show, and again, all of this commentary stuff actually is inspired by him, because he did this with a lot of his older videos as well. So, yeah, I wouldn't start doing characters technically as they are more often until I saw Woody and Daffy Duck in, like, 2018, so, yeah. Alright, resume.
Why are you practicing now, Bart? Completely
Oh my
dumb,
God,
and you
that Kermit
shouldn't
voice.
even be practicing anyway.
Oh yeah, I used arm rods. This was a thing that I was gonna do.
Now we don't have nothing planned.
This was a thing that I was gonna do with Kermit from time to time,
Kermit?
but I just thought, nah, it's too dumb.
Oh, an Xbox game. Okay, what game are you
The
playing?
Black Sheets.
Cat in the Hat.
Jesus.
It was developed by Magenta Games and published by the same people who published The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Let's Play for this game might happen this year. I cannot guarantee. I really can't guarantee.
Is the game based on the live-action movie?
Why, yes it is.
Kermit said that so weird.
That's my childhood.
Oh, by the way, no offense. No, but I gotta pause. No offense to anyone who actually loves that movie. I have friends who do. I know it has a cult following. That's just how I feel, obviously. I'm more, I like to acknowledge people's opinions. Man, the blurriness. I think this was back when I used to do videos in, 720p was, my max for a long time. Even for cartoony gameplay. It's actually kind of sad. Fairly certain my phone at the time that I was using for this was, a lot more powerful or capable. But, whatever. Whatever. Let's move on.
Ooh, I got to go. I'm going to the pool house to use the bathroom.
Yeah, of course,
You
Bart.
do realize we have a bathroom here.
I know, but I heard it was more powerful.
I'm sure nobody understood that because that was just a personal thing. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, the fence. Yeah, when we moved into this new place. For clarification, I did not grow up in this house that PlushBrains takes place in. I was born in the city. I was born in Boston. Grew up there my whole life. Or not my whole life, but, most of my, childhood, obviously. So we moved to, whatchamacallit, because, condos and all that. I'm not saying my current whereabouts right now. But yeah. That fence, we had to get that fence fixed. It was a mess. Oh, boy.
Man, oh man, do I have to go?
Do I have to go? I still can't believe after all these years that's the voice I gave to Bart, honestly.
I think I just went,
Okay, then. Oh, by the way, that's face squishing that you saw. This is also a thing that I took from Hero 64. I loved that about his show. I never really see anyone else doing it. And I think it's a great way to emote because it's not like a puppet. Like puppets you could do a little bit more depending on how they're built. But I think with plush toys, you gotta really have to bend the boundaries a bit. But yes, that was another thing I took from him. I think Squidward Tentacles 1997 eventually took that same thing and started doing it. So yeah. Again, basically Hero 64 is like the grandfather of PlushBrains. If you're watching this, don't take that in a weird way, obviously.
I think I just went.
Okay, resuming back with Kermit. I really need to stop pausing, or else this video is going to be super long.
Game, but I better go outside and get some fish.
Okay, well that is not the punch noise I use nowadays. I used to keep those curtains
I saw a
closed.
monster, a big bad monster.
Big bad. If you know who the monster is, it's not even that big and bad. This was all done on the
You
dome.
must be lying. What did he look like?
What was with my early Kermit voice?
Awful.
Kind of sounds like Dog from Cat Dog.
It was scary.
Oh, this is a SpongeBob reference.
Was pink.
I probably, if I made this today, I probably...
Bart, that's not Mickey Mouse.
I don't care.
Okay, now I have to pause for this one. Two things. One, if I made this video today, that probably wouldn't happen given the circumstance with one-time characters and how people constantly request for them to be full-time characters. Yeah, that's a mess. Secondly, you may notice Bart called Sandy Mickey Mouse. That was a joke that I was going to go full-on do. I think I did it in, the Revenge of the Flying Dutchman Let's Play and the SpongeBob 3D Pinball Panic video. It was a rodent joke, obviously. Because squirrels, mice, Mickey at the time was not fully a character yet. And this was during the time I was still trying out characters, too. So, I didn't even, characters like Cookie Monster and Boris, I didn't even know if they were going to be full-timers. Eventually, they did become full-time. We'll get to them, obviously. So, yeah.
Hold on, we need to catch the beast. We need to kill the beast. And then I need to really use the bathroom.
Thought that joke was dumb, so...
Chimichangas are in the pool house.
Oh, yeah, Bart used to like chimichangas, not pizza.
Well, how are we gonna...
I just thought, because chimichangas is a funny word.
Is there...
It's a beautiful word! Refried beans?
I can.
Here comes Boris.
Who are you?
So...
How'd you get in the house?
How'd you get in the house? I haven't watched this video in years. I think it's very obvious. I had Mr. Potato Head hat.
It is I, the one, the only.
Why'd I make him talk like this?
Pappy Boris.
Boris? What are you doing here?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, this shot. There's a lot of things that I see here. One, that old Xbox 360 was a piece of shit. Do not get those models. Secondly, tripod. Tripod just standing up right there, good in the shot. This is This is not the last time I've done this. Yeah, that's just me not thinking. And then by the time I see it in editing, I'm just like, well, screw that. Keep it. Kids, the people, if you're starting to make plush videos, don't do that. Just don't. Unless you don't give a crap like me. So yeah, what was I talking about before? But yeah, Bart was originally into chimichangas, because I just thought it was funny, obviously. Just the funniest, the most random thing. But then I thought, you know what? That's just not. No, let's do something that would fit me. So I decided I like pizza a lot. So let's have Bart like pizza, honestly. It's like that way at least I can incorporate it into a video, because I don't eat chimichangas, so like, you know, how would I eventually I'd have to incorporate that. So it just wasn't gonna work, obviously.
I am here to help you, Mr. Crocodile. It's Kermit the Frog.
Oh, Boris originally called Kermit a bunch of other shit.
Help you fight
like a crocodile or like a iguana.
Which
oh my god.
is referred to as Zebon.
The Zebon!
The Zebon?
Oh my
those
god.
monsters that eat all the food.
Kermit knew what it was, huh?
My flies.
Your flies.
Doomed.
This really. Oh, by the way, yeah, next box of nerds there. Okay, I definitely. If I made this today, Kermit would definitely not freak out like that. He'd be like, a Zebon. What the heck is a Zebon? That's probably what he'd say. By the way, Zebon is obviously a reference to the Kirby anime. Kirby Right Back at Ya. I think it was an episode where King Dedede hired Chef Kawasaki to work for him at Castle Dedede because he had a chef, Chef Kataki, I think his name was. And then he tricked Kawasaki into cooking Kirby, which is why Kirby was the beast, obviously. I'm spoiling this. It's an old video. You should have seen it by now.
Calm down, Mr. Frog. You got to
call him a frog. Oh, there's the music. Yeah, in these early videos, music was like really inconsistent. TV Troubles didn't even have any music at all. We'll get to that if I make more of these, obviously. So,
be easy.
Yeah.
We got to follow the footsteps. Bart,
follow the
where was it that you
footsteps.
found it?
I didn't think that was even a plot
By
point.
the pool house. He was looking at me. I ran here as fast as I could.
Oh! The random noises, like the oh! Those noises are also inspired by Hero 64. Again, this was basically plagiarism back then. I am so sorry, Hero 64, if you're watching this.
Come on, boys.
Kids don't steal.
Okay.
And here's the pool house. This would be a major setting later on. Mainly because of personal stuff.
Word about my chimichangas.
Come on, Kermit, why do I have to go?
Yeah, why did Kermit have to go, actually?
What are they talking about?
I have no idea, apparently. Oh, I just jerked a... By the way, funny fact about this scene, on the day that I recorded the main video, I forgot to record this scene. So the next morning, when I was editing the video, I realized that. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta run back out there. I just remembered that. That's a fact for you.
Chimichangas! No!
Almost sounds like Patrick, almost. No! Oh my god, didn't even close the fridge, and I didn't even cut that very well. This might have been the first scene I filmed for the video. I think. I don't remember.
Boris, how are we gonna capture this beast?
Nice flower pot. I think that flower pot was eventually used in Tommy's Love Problem. I don't remember.
I don't think
that was like 5 years later.
I
almost.
Have my handy dandy.
My handy dandy. Just mess around with Kermit.
Only.
Whoa!
Clubbermeister!
And a Clubbermeister. Again, that is not what a Clubbermeister is. Not even close. But I just loved it because it was a funny word. By the way, that was from whatchamacallit, Candy Bar Creep Show. No. No, it was the monster in the garage. Kind of has a similar ring to it. It's a Rugrats episode.
Santa Claus, give it to me.
Oh, and that's a reference to a PlushBrains video, a plush video that's no longer available on the channel, and I also don't have a copy of anymore, where Bart pretended to be Santa Claus, and he gave out gifts, like a mall or something. It was so dumb. I think it had other characters in it. I'm not going to go... Again, this was during the time I was still testing out characters. I'm not going to give out any names, only because I know what the outcome will be. So
that is...
Yeah.
your whatchamacallit.
Yes, this is my Klebbetmeister. And
Oh
I'm
my
gonna slay
God.
the beast with my Klebbetmeister by raising it high in the air and BAM!
Raising it high in the air. That was a direct quote from, I think it was it a direct quote? I don't remember. From Monsters in the Monster in the Garage.
Bart, you coming?
I'm just gonna sit here.
Could be wrong.
Think about my poor little chimichangas.
Oh
All right,
my
Mr. Hermit the Iguana.
It's Kermit the Frog.
Whatever.
this-
We need to think like a mythical beast. We need to find the Z-Bomb
Oh my God.
monster. Or
This
whatever
is
it's
so
called,
dumb.
And whack it with the
I just reminded. This video was responsible. This was the first PlushBrains video to receive a YTP by my good old friend Klee1954. That might have been the first encounter he had with my channel. This might have been his first video. I'm not sure. Klee, if you're watching this, let me know if this was actually your first video from my show. The YTP is actually, I think, a lot closer to the original upload date of this. So if you don't believe me that this was from originally 2018 or around that time, then yeah, you have that YTP. I think he also did a Sparta remix with Boris. I don't remember.
Klebbetmeister to go sending it back to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Oh yeah, I was in a. This was during the time I was in a heavy Garfield phase. I was in a heavy Garfield phase. That might have been why the Garfield game was like the first Let's Play I did. Honestly, I was in a Garfield phase.
Nope.
Checking the microwave. There should have been more scenes like that. If I did this today, it probably would have had more stuff like that. Oh, then. Okay, I definitely would have done an effect with that. I
Boris,
broke my neck.
Oh God.
I'm backwards. He should be dead. Temric.
Kermit the Frog.
Whatever.
Okay. For anyone who watches Squirrel Tentacles 937, you might think, oh, aha, you're gonna steal his name. Well, I mean, I didn't know him at the time. That was actually from another YouTuber, RU Super Serial. He had a Kermit there, and he had a brother named Temric. So, yeah, it's a popular thing to do, isn't it? Give Kermit a brother named Temric, which is Kermit backwards. Whatever. It's funny.
Oh God, Oh God, good thing we're plushies, or else we'd feel a lot more pain.
Oh, that actually is another good point. Back then, the characters knew that they were actually toys. Nowadays, they only mention it, they're breaking the fourth wall or something. I originally did that because HeroCore64 does a very similar thing. His whole show, the characters know they're toys. Apparently, I remember hearing that he wasn't too crazy about, blood and gore in plush videos. And I think it's because, one, they don't actually have that, and two, because of, the concern of children watching them. I agree with the second one. The first one, I understand, but I feel like, people do it because, you want these characters to be believable. I have nothing against his thoughts on that. I mean, he makes very valid points, but, nowadays, the characters I definitely try to add a bit more that they're real. Plus, again, it also makes it different from his show, because I don't want to take everything from him, obviously. So, yeah. I sound like a bad person. Moving on.
I'm mistaken the Z-Bond for that circuit breaker.
That is backwards. He mistaken... Okay, no. It's supposed to be I mistaken the circuit breaker for the Z-Bond. Oh my god. Wow. It's like shit like that I don't notice until, usually I don't notice that sort of issue until after the video is made. And I finish it and I go through, the review phase. But this is, what, almost 7 years later. Wow. And it just hit me just now. Jesus.
Ooh. Okay, I'm okay. We should go back to finding the beast.
Sure about that? Your brain doesn't seem to be right.
Wait, let's go ask Bart. Maybe he's seen him.
Let's go find Bart.
Bart!
And Bart's not
Where's
here.
your yellow friend?
I don't know.
Where's your yellow friend? You just said his name 10 seconds ago. Boy, I didn't think that one through. I must have taken a break between these shots.
Oh no. The beast got him. Oh no.
Oh no! Why does he sound like that?
Wherever they went, I don't know where they went.
I feel like this is just a thing that comes of age. By the way, if you're wondering how I shut that door, I just kicked it shut. I didn't have anybody behind that door. Again, I'm a one-man guy doing this stuff.
Almighty Z-Bond went in.
The almighty Z-Bond. Are you serious?
Oh no.
Back off, Iguana.
Oh.
I got
Jesus
this. I will
Christ.
save your best friend. If it is the last thing I do.
I think that kind of
with
joke
my
eventually
almighty
evolved.
Klebbetmeister.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like...
Beast. Well,
Just kind of, okay, yeah, my voice kind of slipped there. I kind of started talking like Bart. Oh my god.
So, it's gonna be that hard, eh? Let's see if the door is unlocked. Why, yes,
Is it the same doorknob?
Come on,
Man, the
lizard.
pool house was so empty back then. Then again, the whole house was empty because this was like our first year in this new house.
We do not want to wake him up if he's
Look at how bare it is, like Jesus, barren.
Don't worry, Mr. Crocodile. Let's... There's a light switch.
God, like Kermit just doesn't even care that he's calling them the wrong thing
There
now.
we go.
What in the world?
And then, yeah, Bart on the toilet.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I was making those fart noises with my mouth, like I do. Like some people do that. I do that if I'm lazy.
I'm glad I got that out. Now.
Oh my god. Nowadays, I'd probably use like a sound effect for that.
The guys, we're telling the
But you
truth
know,
about this.
sometimes you gotta, you gotta take the simple things in life, I guess.
Well,
His
apparently
face is
there's
so
lies,
dirty. That's a
and
problem
there's
I
no
always have.
danger.
I think it's just the material his face is made out of.
I've been scammed.
I've been scammed.
Goodness gracious, Bart, you're alive! Yes, Grandpappy Boris, I know I'm alive.
By the way, if you're wondering why I call Boris Grandpappy Boris instead of just Grandpa Boris, again, same thing. Just to, put my own spin on things. Take liberties, if you will.
We might need to head back
That's
to
why
the
Boris doesn't really say a lot of the Jewish stuff that he typically says.
Sometimes you sound
Also because I don't want to be racist either, that's another thing.
No! If I was, I'd have yellow skin and I'd be named Abe. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Boris.
Easy does it, Bart.
Easy.
Okay.
Oh, what's that?
Oh,
Sounds like a beast.
me think me know who's coming next! Yeah, taking a shower.
He's in the shower. This is not good. We got to get the Knobbenmeister. And besides,
Yeah,
there's no walls blocking the shower. We got to get him.
How does that work?
I shall get. Oh,
You already know. We already know.
Truth be told, I've never actually used that shower for as long as I've been living here.
and see.
I'm not saying I haven't taken a shower, obviously. That's not what I was implying. Just saying that particular shower I've never used. The one in the other bathroom I've used. That's a personal question. I don't even know why I said that.
Me lost me cookie at the disco.
There me am.
Me lost me cookie.
And yeah, Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster originally had a very weird voice. I guess either because I couldn't figure out how to do it at the time. But originally he talked like this. He talked like this. He sounded like he had some sort of accent, honestly. And I don't know. He didn't even say me don't know. He didn't do the traditional Cookie Monster stuff. This is I'm Cookie Monster. This is how he would talk. He would talk normally. But now this is how Cookie Monster talk nowadays. Cookie Monster sound a lot better now.
Can't a monster get some privacy here? And maybe some cookies, but no, mainly privacy.
He really sounds like he has an accent.
Cookie Monster.
He really does.
You were the zebra.
I don't think
The zebra.
that wasn't even the direction I was going in. It sounded like Cookie Monster has a freaking accent. I'm laughing at my own work.
Creature.
That's
who
not
loves to
good.
eat
That's not a
way
good
too much
sign.
Food without permission. Oh well, I'm gonna go get cookies. There is no word cookies.
Didn't even start walking away.
And
I had to touch Boris's face to squish Cookie Monster's face.
I don't ever hear you say that. Quiet.
I couldn't even yell with that voice. I couldn't even yell with this voice. I sound like Boris now.
I will give you a whole smorgasbord full of cookies.
Smorgasbord. Yeah, dumb old Mike of 2018 didn't know what the hell a smorgasbord was. Now I do, obviously, but, I heard that term from SML Shrek, and I was just like, yeah, do it. I'm an idiot, okay? We all knew that. You knew that. You should know that by now. Resume.
Deal.
Shake
I need to brush my teeth. We don't have time for that.
Why would
Well,
he
stick your
why
foot.
would
We
he
don't
have to
time
do
for
that?
I'm sorry, but
Never thought about
Simply
that.
rules.
Sorry about that cut. Somebody came in. I had that sorted out, so let's resume.
we don't have time
So
for
Cookie-
that. Well, it looks like you were flying, but we don't have time for
It
that.
looks like he was
I'm
flying.
sorry,
Oh
but
my god.
Sesame Street rules. Me always have
Yeah,
to
Sesame
brush
Street
my
rules.
teeth.
That
No,
door
we
was
haven't
broken
even-
originally. I didn't even remember that.
All right, so let us go.
And then there he is.
Oh,
There's
oh,
that boy. Okay, not that boy. I changed the pitch of that. I think because I used it already. I don't remember.
oh, oh, oh.
That was a thing that I was just into at that point. I think I'm still into it now. Sometimes, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes when you change the pitch of a song, I think it sounds better. I don't know why. That's just me, honestly. I'm sure everyone can disagree with that. But I was into it doing it back then. Sometimes I do it nowadays if I think if it fits the scene or something. But I don't know if that would be like a major thing.
What is it? I can't really hit.
What else is in here? Q-tips, deodorant. What are those things for periods? I don't fucking know why that's there.
Kirby to me.
Toothbrushes. Why am I focusing on that? I should be focusing on the video. I'm sorry. Kirby's the monster. You put the pieces together.
Right now. Hungry.
So, okay, Kirby. I think Klee thought it was Stitch's voice I was doing for Kirby, but it just was coincidental. That voice eventually became Yoshi's voice. Yeah, that voice eventually became Yoshi's voice. So, I guess, you know, the torch was passed. Beside, you know, Yoshi's not evil. By the way, Kirby being a villain or a bad guy here, was inspired by a lot of the early Kirby ads where, I guess it could be compared to a lot of the covers for Kirby in the US region where he looks tough or he has angry eyes or something. For whatever the reason, back when Nintendo allowed people to make commercials for their games, like outside sources to make commercials for their games, everybody always advertised Kirby as like an evil threat, a monstrous threat to society. And for the life of me, I don't know why. Kirby 64 didn't do it. Oh no, because he was busy blowing up kittens and puppies. That's, yeah. Basically, Kirby's not a good guy. Okay, moving on.
Oh my cookie! Stop right there!
Was King Dedede the real good guy along? Did he not steal the food? Did he protect the food? Oh, whatever.
You have stolen our
Okay, no.
last time. You could steal Cookie
Okay,
Monster's
Gun.
cookies. You
My
could steal
favorite
Fart's
PlushBrains
chimichangas.
character.
But you cannot steal my lasagna!
Okay, it's Garfield with a gun. But yeah, Garfield, I don't remember if I planned for Garfield to be a major character here. I'm not sure. He might have been. Cookie Monster definitely wasn't there yet. Cookie Monster was... That's totally where Kirby was standing before.
No one touches my lasagna except me! Unless I'm sharing some with Arlene, but that's a different story.
Oh my
Cue the
god.
music, boys.
I don't even know if that would fly today. Okay, then Long About Midnight. This was one of the first times I incorporated a whatchamacallit. That is not even a gunshot noise. I don't think that is a gunshot noise. He shot Kirby, and he didn't die.
And what are they? I like normal. Oh.
Why'd I even say that? That didn't even...
And also he's mocking you.
What? Yeah, the gun hit the camera. You wonder what that noise was? When I threw the gun, it smacked into the camera. Or that might have been my arm. I'm not so sure. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't even know why. I guess that was just improvised trouble, I guess. Then he starts flying away. Okay.
Uh-oh, this is the 64 territory, isn't it? Oh crap. Oh!
And he sounds like Kermit and then Bart. 64 territory. That was a joke, going back to like Kirby's appearances on the Nintendo 64. For whatever the reason, like, you know, in Smash Brothers and Kirby 64, Kirby could not hover, or he could not float for a long period of time in those games. So, that was a reference to that. And I'm sure nobody got that joke.
Boris, would you care to do the honors? Why, certainly.
I almost thought that was Boris saying that, or Kirby saying that.
You're gonna get it even more. Huh? Oh, what is that?
What is that? His voice changed.
I'll say it twice.
Oh!
I'll say it 1,000,000 times.
Fairly certain you already did say it 1,000,000 times.
Of my lemon oyster.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
4.
It's not even how... What was that noise?
I'm out.
These people were nuts, I'm out, he said. I don't even know what the heck that noise was. I don't even know what the hell... You know what? Whether or not you'd argue that the same... You know, you could definitely... You can't say that the show has been the same for all these years, but I think you can definitely say, like, the same amount of, like, insane... What the hell is this guy thinking kind of thing. Continue.
Oh, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Oh, that
For he's a
old
jolly good
rod for the
fellow,
curtains
for
was
he's a
so
jolly
bad.
good fellow.
Singing for he's a jolly good fellow.
See what he could see.
And then Bart
Oh, the
changes the
bear
song
went up
because
the
he's
barn
an
and the
idiot
bear
here.
went up the
Oh,
barn.
for goodness gracious, Bart, you messed up the song.
You messed it up.
Can't blame him. They said exactly the
God
same.
damn you. God damn you all to hell.
Why, thank you, everybody.
Why,
I'm so
thank
glad I
you.
could save the day.
I was
I'll have to get more lasagna, though. but
Phoning
at least
it
I saved
up.
the day.
Dang
I'm
it.
so happy about that. But I'm not the only one you should be thanking here. You should be thanking
True.
Boris.
You should be thanking him
'Cause,
too.
he's the one that, knocked him out. He's the one that helped you find
Very
him.
true. That actually, I think I just realized that when I was recording this. I'm like, oh wait, Garfield really didn't do much now, did he? I mean, he did no. Then again, Garfield didn't even do the finishing blow. This scene makes no sense. If I did this video today, it probably would be celebrating both of them, legitimately. Man, I didn't give a lot of thought to that.
I just came in the last second and I'm getting all the thanks.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Boris.
Okay, Bart definitely would not say that today. That is just way too harsh.
Bart, do not treat Boris like Stinky Winky.
Oh.
Show who like him.
Oh, don't remind me of that. The best character in that show is a punching bag that no one likes.
Okay.
It always varies on who hates him the most.
Oh.
Gotta feel bad for the poor little guy.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, I'll explain that. Apparently, yes, how old was I when I made this? I don't remember. I'd want to say I was 17. No, I was still 16. That's what it was. I was still 16 at the point that I made this video. 16-year-old Mike did not fully understand the term of an underdog character. Here, Gross64, if you're watching this now, yeah, don't feel bad about that. Stinky, your character, I was the one in the wrong there. Originally, I was just put off by the fact that Stinky was the funniest character on his show, and yet everybody on the show hated his guts. But, I guess, I didn't understand the whole point of what an underdog was. Meg Griffin, okay, I'm not negating, I wouldn't say that. Stinky is not like Meg Griffin. That's just an example. Basically, that helps, it helps endure Stinky to the audience. Like Patrick's a bit of an underdog, I guess, and everybody, then again, there's some people who could tolerate him. Point is, yeah, don't think too much about that part. Again, if I made this video nowadays, that probably wouldn't even happen. This whole ending scene would be restructured. I might as well say, I've always had the idea of remaking this video. I was going to back in 2023 for like the 5-year anniversary, but we all know how that went, so yeah. It's not entirely off the table, but God knows when the hell that will happen, so don't get on my case about it.
And Bart, you do realize you owe me some money for that. Rats! Anyway!
What does he owe him money for? Oh, for
just
insulting him, that's what it was.
Gotten rid of Kirby, who was apparently the Z-Bon. But
So
I don't
dumb.
know, I mean, is there any more out there that we know of?
No, I don't think so. Let me go check the population.
Oh, okay, so is this...
Population?
Yeah, is this thing supposed to have a wiki page?
For that? No, it's just for the sake of the video. Oh,
Okay, I just broke the fourth wall. I've always loved breaking the fourth wall. Fourth wall breaks are like my favorite kind of thing. Well, I guess it depends on how they're used and where they're used and who's using them, but I've always loved fourth wall breaks, okay? I'm just a sucker for those. That's why you see them.
Okay, good.
So we should be all set.
There's only the
We do
one,
not have to worry
or
about
he's
him,
endangered,
so,
I don't know.
How do we go to bed?
Probably wouldn't even bring attention to that.
Then.
Good night.
Okay, now everybody's going to bed.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Bart.
God.
John, I'm ready for bed.
Okay, with a creak in that chair. Then again, that's still a problem I have to deal with these newer videos. But whatever, what can you do? But yeah, the two things about that. One, wow, I did the cut off. I really should have cut a bit off of the beginning of that scene, whatever. And then John. John is not canon in PlushBrains anymore. Do not ask about that. I hate it when people do that.
Good night, everyone. Wait a second, my bed's here.
Oh.
See me.
Okay then, Bart, you do that.
Lights, please. Thank you.
Who turned off the lights? I have no idea. Actually, they have. Because you were never seen again after this point.
not. No, this is the only part we're making. Oh, you have to destroy the good part. Oh.
You know, I think that was also another reason why I never made a sequel to this, or not a sequel, a remake. It's because I know people are gonna bother me about Kirby. I'd have to put like a giant warning at the beginning of the video. Yeah, I can't win. But yeah, that was it. That was the Beast in the Pool House. Technically, the first proper PlushBrains video. I know this video was a mess, but whatever. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, and if the video does well enough, I might do more of these. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure you follow me on social media. I'll leave links to those in the description below. And, again, this is just a smaller video for January. Regular uploads will start happening, in February. So, see ya.